Hello and welcome back to the Talos Principle, the Let's Play Blind with Neo Rambler. And we nearly got blown up by a mine there because I was being very careless. That would have been a very explosive start to the video, but hey, we managed to avoid it. Now, Mexander Reacts has told me that I missed this QR code at the end of this puzzle that we did in the last video, so I shall read it. Epitaph, child program V72.10023, codename Samsara, terminated here, logic, program timed out, final memory dumped. But I was stuck. What was I supposed to? I see clouds. Progeny programs Samsara V72.2 series. Strange. So there you go. Sorry about that, Mexander, and everyone else who wanted me to read that and missed it completely. I am sorry I did. But there you go. We've read it. Right, okay, so that's that one thing done. Now, the second thing is at B1, apparently, which is where we're at now, there's a terminal I've missed. And I need to be able to get to it, and I have no idea where it is. It was told to me in the comment section, and I've completely forgotten it, so that's really annoying. Ah, is that it? Well, that might be over there, actually. We might be lucky. Let's see if this is it. I think I can see something over there. Oh, come on, you silly robot thing that we are. There we go. Yay, there it is. So yes, this is from Halika, I do believe. So thank you for that, Halika. It's greatly appreciated. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so 3 more text files to read. Let's have a look. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. So death is all due to a mutation in our genetic code, or DNA, is it? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm pretty confident it's because that's what our code has in it anyway. Eventually our cells cannot keep replicating brand new ones to keep up with it. We age and we die, you know, so... But maybe it is. Perhaps it is a mutation in our code, designed to keep the population low on Earth. I don't know. I know nothing about biological design. I think the only mutation I can think of is cancer. But even then, I've started to think about it and think that as much as it is an extremely nasty disease, and I do not wish anyone to have it, and those of you who have had experiences with cancer, either by yourself or through people you love and people you care about, then, you know, you have my condolences, really. The only person that's been affected with cancer in my family so far, touch wood, was my granddad, who I never got to meet. He died shortly before I was born, and apparently he was a very, very nice man, and I missed out on seeing him, being with him, so that was a shame. But I've also think of it as another form of a self-destruct mechanism, and that as much as it's not very nice, I believe it is a mechanism designed to keep, again, the population under control naturally. This mutation can happen with people either genetically or via triggers, and I think it's designed to keep us under control in terms of population, because if there's too many of us on this planet, which there already is anyway, but if we keep increasing population, then unfortunately we're going to hit a massive problem with shortages of resources and what have you, and it's just going to be horrific. And it already is, to be fair. You know, people in Africa are dying, there's people in China who are poor who are dying, there's even poor people and homeless people in the UK and in America, anywhere around the world. There's just not enough to go around, and if we keep having babies, which I still don't understand why people keep having babies. I know it's a biological need, and I'm not going to say that you shouldn't, of course not, but I really do think that we need to put the brakes on, not just in the UK but everywhere, just for a bit, you know, keep the population a bit more controllable, then we can remanage our resources, and then we can do it. And by all means, go ahead and have sex and all. I'm not saying you can't have that, but I don't know. But hey, that's just me. I'm a non-socialist. I mean, I am a socialist. No, I'm just a weirdo. That's just my take on it anyway. But there you go. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked by text. That's really annoying. That is a few minutes wasted of your time listening to my rampaging about silly things that I have no influence over, should have no opinion on, because at the end of the day, I also believe in a free world. You can do whatever you like. So, whatever. Anyway, right. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed on to the next generation. Ah, that's very true. I should have read that first before I went on my rant. Touché, text. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism, something. I'm not going to bother looking for the hexadecimal things there. I don't think it's in my notes. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. Yep, pretty much. I agree. Okay, from Trevor Donovan to Alexander Drennan. Subject EL capacity. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'd totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be, like, centuries. But that should be enough, right? Right? Dun, dun, dun. Trevor's sceptical. Right, one of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, i.e. me, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force has driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to, for example, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experiences no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. Interesting. I was already aware of all this, but again, it's all really still theories, to be honest with you. We really don't know what is going on. You know, we've got guesses and we've got some evidence or some information to work with, but it could be completely and utterly random and topsy-turvy. But I do like the evolution principle. It sort of makes logical sense, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily right. Could be something else. So yeah. Right, anyway, we've got to go back to B2 because we've got more puzzles to solve, and I believe Halika has suggested something quite interesting. So we'll get to that when we do. Frogs are people too. Yes, Mex, they are indeed. Yep, that's great, Halika. Great, I love all this advice and stuff. It's cryptic, it's awesome, and it's making my head go, ooh. So, right, anyway, there's a particular puzzle here we need to do that has a really funny effect, or something that we've got to try and do if possible. Apparently it's tricky, but it is doable. So when we get to it, we shall try it out. It's not this one, though. But either way, let's do it. And it's an indoor puzzle called The Tomb, which sounds ominous, and zombie presences, and mummies, and all kinds of other evil Egyptian horrifical things. I'm really, hoping it's just a puzzle. We'll see. I'm convinced there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. Sheep, you keep saying that. Stop being a sheep. Okay, so I get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils. I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to, but this world of his has no context, no purpose, and no foundations for which to construct them. You only just figuring that out now? Guys, really? You know, I mean, as soon as I got here, I was like, yeah, I have no idea why I'm here. I don't know what the context is other than what Elohim is saying, which is not very much. But we might as well do it, because, I mean, what else is there to do? Okay, you know, we might as well, until we can figure out other things. As the game said, there's no instruction manual to life. You've just got to go ahead and get on with it. Fine, we'll play by your rules, game. We'll play by your rules. Right, okay. I see. So let's get rid of this jammer. Let's whack it over here. Let's have a look in here. It's a very nice place, by the way. It's ominous, but I like it. It's pretty cool. I'm guessing there's a connector around here. There be a connector. Right, okay. I'm going to assume we need to... can we do it from here to here? We can. Alright, we'll try this and see what happens there. This might not be the solution, but... see. There's a connector over there, right, which we can use. Right, okay, so it's not... I don't think this is too tricky a puzzle, it's just a question of angling. I wonder... right, there is a pillar there, which is rather interesting. Right, okay. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one, or is it? Actually, no, it's not. I think we've got to use the jammer on that. No, I think I've got this one. I think I know what we've got to do. So if I get that, whack it over there. It gets interrupted, of course it does. Let's try this one. Is it going to get interrupted? I doubt it, but we'll see. Nope, that's great. And then we pick this one up, and then we put that one here. Get this out of the way. Brilliant. And then we just drop the jammer over here, and Bob's your uncle. Hooray! That was alright. Nice easy puzzle to get started with. I like that. That is good. My head is still not feeling that good, but I've had a lot of gin and tonic over this weekend. So yeah. But anyway, hasn't stopped me from making some videos. I've also been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, my birthday present I got from my mum and dad, who went to the ends of Birmingham to get it. I live in Worcester, so that's you know, quite a while away in the UK. And they had to go to like some of the more seedier parts to find a sort of like lonesome game shop that had one copy left in all of the Birmingham Worcester area. It's insane, it really was. But I really am enjoying the game at the moment. It's really intriguing and I'm loving it. So I've spent a lot of time on that. I haven't got very far, but I'm really liking it. And no, I can't do an LP of it because A, it's too big a game for me to do an LP on. And B, I still don't fully understand it. And C, I've got to get a capture card to plug into my laptop, to plug into the Wii U. And I have no idea how it works. And I'm not sure if my laptop's powerful enough to do it. I have experimented with HD capture from video games consoles in the past to mixed effects. So I think I just need to upgrade my computer. But that's something to look at in the future. I'm not saying we won't do it, but it's going to be a way off yet. Anyway, I have come to see that these mysteries are not all for his children to solve. Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I will gaze at his work and worship. Good for you, 1W Faith. Good for you. Oh, there's a thing over here.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities. Silent roads stretching for miles. The Earth from space. All dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the Earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
You need to get some wet dreams, love. No, I'm not being sexist, I just think it might spice things up a bit. Oh well, maybe one day she will. Right, anyway, right, now then. This moon, I was looking at it just now while Alexandra was monologuing about these dreams and reflecting on creation stuff. This moon is very important for a particular puzzle, and I can already see what I need to do, or where I need to go on the moon in order to do the thing. So when we find the puzzle, I shall try it out. Which is this one. So, right, like I said, this particular puzzle, you need to shine a... there's a thing you can do here that's extra. You need to get a connector, you need to shine a red laser from the source of the red laser all the way up to the moon. Yeah, there's a connector on the moon, and the connector, I believe, is just up where the centre of my crosshairs is. It's really small, but it's like a dot, but it's slightly yellower compared to all the stars. I think I can see it. And like I said, that we need to connect the red laser light from here up there. So I don't know if we can do it from here. Well, let's give it a go. It's going to be very, very hard to pick up. I don't even know if it's... Oh, there it is. Oh, it's doing something. It's making the move or rotate. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it's rotating the connect. Oh, it's part. Is this part of the puzzle? That's not a full moon. Oh my god. Okay. I'm amazed and speechless. The music has changed. Things are going on. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do. That is quite amusing. I believe that's the symbol for aperture. I think. I don't know. Looks very similar. That is insane. I like... Okay. that is what it is. I have no idea. It looks familiar. As soon as I saw it, it reminded me of Aperture from Portal. I might be wrong there, but whatever that is creepy as hell. But either way, awesome. Love it. Thank you, Halika, for that. That's really cool. Keep giving these Easter eggs up, or keep hinting these Easter eggs out. I love them. That's brilliant. Right, okay then. So with that revelation out of the way, let's continue on, shall we? I take it we need to get that connector over here, though. So yeah, I think that was a bit of extra stuff. So interesting. But I guess if we move this, it starts to rotate back round. Or is it going to stay there? Oh, it looks like it's going to stay there. It's interesting. Is there another connector up there? There's like some weird white mark up there, but... Nope, I think that's it. How strange! How very strange indeed! I love it. I love it. Oh, brilliant. Right, okay then. Anyway, right, let's get back on track now that we've got a slight problemo here. Oh! I think I see what we have to do. Right. Oh, wait on. What's that do? Oh, that powers it. Oh, right. Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, and then it just falls down. I'm a bit confused as to what I need to do. I think I need to actually lift the connector up there. I think that's what we need to do. I think we need to put the connector on here. Right. Nope, that didn't work. No, connector. No, it's not. Okay, I'm very confused. I'm not 100% sure what we've got to... Oh, there's another block. There's another block. Right, that makes sense. I completely and utterly forgot that. Right, okay, so... I think I see what we need to do here. So we drop that off, put that on there. And then we need to put that on there. And then we need to somehow... Right, that's how that works. And then jump up there. Right, how am I... How am I... No! Oh. Oh, right, we can just... Right, I know, I'm just overcomplicating the problem. Right, okay, I got it. So what we've got to do, basically, is put that block on there, then we get this, and then line that up with that. We can do it before we even put it down. I gotcha. And then we put this block on here. Bob's your uncle. Got it. There we go. So I was a bit confused there as to how to do that, but there you go. Sweet. Excellent. Right, well, brilliant. Okay, so with that's that done then. Thank you very much, Halika. That was pretty awesome. Right, okay. There's some... There's a terminal around here. Ah, there it is. Here's what I've been wondering while you were off carrying out commandments. You say the consciousness is some kind of functional system. Arrange bits of matter in the right order and outspring sentience. That's all very well on paper, but what if this counts as... But if what counts is what something does, not what it's made of, then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans on strings that qualified as being conscious? Yeah. What a bizarre idea. I'll send you a notification when the signposts start complaining. Seriously though, are the tides and the ecosystem sentient as well? Any organised system qualifies? Yeah, sure. I'm good with that. You're quite mad, I'm sure of it. Of course, the alternative accounts are also ridiculous.
Think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair. Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
Okay, seriously though, are the ties to the ecosystem sentient as well? Any organised... You're quite... Hang on, sorry, I've got to read all this again. You're quite mad, I'm sure of it. Of course, the alternative accounts are also ridiculous. You'd be forgiven by any reasonable observer for choosing the best of the bad bunch. How consciousness can be so intimately familiar to you, and yet so obscure? I just don't understand. Don't mind him, he's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick. Stick with me and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I'm sure there's still progress to be made. Terminated support session. Right, okay. I believe we've read all these already, haven't we? Yeah, I think we've read all this already, haven't we? Yeah, I've read all that. Okay, cool, right, okay, so there's still something here that I've forgotten what Mexander wanted me to do. You'll have to remind me, Mexander, of what it is I need to do here. It might have been that Mexander actually was the one who did the moonshot thing. I can't remember if it was Mexander or Halika, so I'll just say both of you suggested it, and you can correct me later in the comments and berate me for forgetting. But either way, both of you guys are doing brilliant in terms of the support. Keep it up, please. I really appreciate it. Ah, this game, man, this game. Anyway, right, I think this is the final puzzle to do here, so let's give it a go. Oh my god, what the hell is all this? Take fan. Right. Attach fan. Oh, I see. Right, oh, okay. Right, okay, these are all the new mechanics getting involved now. Right, it looks like we can jump on over. I believe. Maybe just before I do, I take this fan with... Can I take this... Hang on. Put that on there. That starts that. Can I take that fan with me and drop over? Yes, I can. I'm just wondering if that's what we need to do. Ah, well, there you go. Pretty straightforward. I'm sure I could have done that with the block instead, you know, put the fan on the other side, but whatever's. Well, that was a relatively simple puzzle, but I guess that was just to introduce the fan mechanic. Right, okay, so yeah, these puzzles are starting to get even more complicated now, so we better be on my guard. We better be on my guard? I better be on my guard. What the hell am I talking about here? I have no idea. I'm mad, dog. I'm mad. Right, I think that's all the puzzles there. And I believe that's everything to do with B2. Is that everything done in B2? It is! Right, okay, so logically on to B3 then. Whee! Another session at the terminal. Probably just more stuff to look at. Yep, it is. Right, progress. From Bob Rakowski to Ian mailing list. Basic skeleton of the simulation is now running on EL. It's not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense, or do we wait for the iteration module to... Probably the latter. The first wisdom, the scribe said to the dying man, is that as the world is made of 5 elements, so is the soul of man. Know therefore in this life you are heart and shadow and name, and also car and bar. Without all these you would not be a living being, but a thing. What is a man without a name, who cannot speak of himself? What is a man without a shadow, who is not anchored in the world? What is a man without a heart, who can neither feel nor think? What is a man without a car, who has no essence? What is a man without a bar, who is not himself, but like unformed clay? Why are you so sexist? What about women? Therefore praise Osiris, the king of eternity, the lord of everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut. He who traverses millions of years in his existence will go absolutely bloody loopy. Here the translator is clearly inserting his own beliefs into the text, and is also quite mad. Good for him. And a sexist. Not really. Anyway, Democrates, or is it Democrates? Democrates? I forget. Alter, or just the just causes for war against the Indians. Written in 1547 to justify the Spanish conquest of the Americas. The Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians of the New World, who in humanity were as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults, or women are to men. Now that is sexist. But there exists between the two as a great difference as, I might even say, between apes and men. I do realise though, that in context, in history, that was how it was, so even today it's still a bit of sexism going on, so I know I'm just having a joke, by the way, I'm not sort of going, I'm protesting, I get it, it's 1547, attitudes and culture and all that was different. And beliefs. Compare then these gifts with the possessed by these half men, with those possessed by these half men, in whom you will barely find the vestiges of humanity, who not only do possess any learning at all, but are not even literate and eat human flesh. Zombies! No! Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, which I do not say to our domination, but to a servitude a little less harsh, it will not be difficult for them to change their masters. No, they're zombies, they have no masters, they just roam around and just moan and eat things. They have nothing. Not zombies. No. I've just opened that one already. Please don't let there be zombies in this game. Look, I'm panicking now. I'm just opening up all these things and I don't mean to. Oh, don't let there be zombies. I don't want zombies. Alright, okie dokie then. Right, there's only 4 things to do here. I'm going to start with the yellow ones and work our way downwards. Oh, there's a ton of QR stuff over here. Let's see what we got. Theory. If you knew how little you know, you wouldn't be exposing it here. Yep, I know nothing at all. But I take pride in that. Theory. We're in some kind of incubator waiting to be hatched. Possibly. Theory. This guy's 10 times more help than you, some services. Shut your face. Theory. Trying to find answers will only bring pain. Ceasing to care is the only escape. Theory. This place is some kind of preserve for human history and we're the endangered species. All of them valid. And all of them interesting. Right, okay, so... wait, is this a red one? Oh, that's a red one. No, I want to start yellow. Why did I go over that way? I sort of naturally gravitate towards the harder puzzles to begin with. I was wrong. Wrong, Neo. Blown away. Oh, if only. Right, anyway. Oh, this looks nasty. Oh, that looks nasty, that. Oh, this puzzle looks nasty. I don't care about you, star. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got to work with. Not a lot. Oh. Right. This is tricky already. Maybe there's something over here that I'm missing. Nope, just the star. I was confused. What am I supposed to do here? Jump? Can I move it from the other side of the fence? No. Interesting. Why? I don't really know what... Oh! There's a... Wait a minute. There's a blue laser over there. Oh, there's a pink laser? What the hell's that over there? I have no idea. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. I'm being derp. Neo's being derp. Neo's being derp. That's what he's good at. Being derp. There we go. Man, I was so stupid. How stupid can you get? I mean, seriously, Neo, really? Just slap yourself. Ow! Christ, that hurt! Again, proving you're stupid, Neo. Neo Rambler number 2, are you joining in on this conversation or what? Nope, you're just speaking to yourself, Neo Rambler number 1. I'm not saying anything at all. Oh, so I'm going mad, am I? Pretty much. Oh. Okay, sorry, Neo Rambler number 2. I didn't mean to upset you or cause you distress. You do that anyway, but don't worry, I understand. I am new at the end of the day. He's a nice chap, Neo Rambler number 2. He understands things. He does. Okay, right, okay, well, that's that one done then. Where's the other yellow puzzle then? I'm pretty confident there was supposed to be another yellow puzzle. There's only 3 here then. Oh no, it's over there. Tally ho then. Whee! Sunshot. We had moonshot before. That's sunshot. Is there a connector on the sun? I hope not, because it's hurting my eyes. Right. Okay. Let's see what we've got. We've got a block. We've got 2 blocks, and we've got a ladder as well. That's interesting. I wonder. Right. We'll park that here, and then we'll grab this one. I'm thinking a bit abstractly here. Let's see. Pop that there. Then we climb up here. We can stand up. No, don't jump over it, you silly fool. Okay, that plan's not going to work. Right, no problem. No problemo, Chiefo, as my friend says. Alright, chuck you on there then. Whee! Okay. Alright. Let me chuck that on here. That leaves us over here. Which unfortunately means we've got to come across over here. Now, let's see, how am I going to do this one then? Oh, I got it. I got it. I've gone wrong. Trouble is, I can't... Oh, I'm going to have to reset the puzzle, aren't I? Darn it! Okay, I've got to reset the puzzle. I can just press Y, really, can't I? There's Y. Reset puzzle, please! I made a mistake. Whee! Right, let's try again then. So, I believe what we need to do is stack both of these on top and then blast them both across the wall. That would be my plan. Because we can climb... No. Oh, for God's sake. I put it on there and then put it... That's it. Because we can climb over. So if we... Yes, there we go. I think this is what we have to do. Right, I think that pretty much solves it now. Because now we can drop that on there. And I'll drop that on here. That lobs over. We can not climb over. Oh yeah, we can. We don't need to do it. We just hop on over, and then yeah, there we go. Easy, easy as you like. Ace base bomb the base. Right, okay then. So that's all the yellow ones done then. We have got a one flashing on the top left corner, implying that we've completed one of the yellow sigils. I don't know where we're going to put that. Probably in B2 somewhere, I think. I don't know. We'll get there. Right, so red one then. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Whoosh. Ah, right, that was the other thing up there then. Right. Alright, this one is going to be tough. I'm not looking forward to this one. I'm not going to lie, this looks pretty nasty. Right, okay. There's fans and stuff everywhere. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh, this is going to take... Oh, Jesus, this is going to take forever. Oh, man. Oh, bloody hell, this is going to take forever, isn't it? Right, okay. I wonder if we can take these fans off. Yeah, we can. Now, if I put one on there, will that blow the block out? Yes, it does. Alright, so that's that one done then. We can't detach that fan because if we try to, we just get blown away. So we've only got this one to work with. So why attach it here then? It blasts us over here. Right, okay. Right. Let's see now. What else can we do? There's another one over there. I'm not sure if we can... We might be able to grab that one. Can you grab it? Can. Right. Now, this one we can't do anything about. So why don't we put it there? We get blasted all the way over there. Why would you want to do that? Right, I'm not quite sure why we'd want to do that, so I'm going to guess that's a red herring. Actually, wait, no, it can't be, because... No, it has to be, because there's no... Doodle! Well, I'm overcomplicating it. Right, okay, so, we've got a fan, we've got this block now, which we can put... Where can we put this block? We've got 2 blocks now, actually, thinking about it. Right, there's obviously got to be some connectors nearby. Well, there's one up there at the very least. So I guess we've got to get up there somehow. And how do we do that? Maybe we can just stack the blocks on top of one another? I'm not sure. There's 2 connectors. hold the phone. Oh, hold the phone. I have an idea. Let's try this. It's not going to work. Darn it. I'm trying to get over there, you see. If I can... Right, can I... No, don't put the block on the floor. Right, jump up. Can we get up there? No. Damn. Because my plan was to, like, be blown by that to get on here, and then you, like, hop on over like that. But I take it that's not going to work. So that plan just went down the drain. Right. That just blows me there, doesn't it? So there's no point to that one, I don't think, anyway. Maybe if we... there and there. It's not quite working, is it? Because what that one does is that's going to hit me there, then it's going to hit me there. And then I just get smacked here, don't I? Oh, this is a tricky one. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I have no idea how I'm going to do this one. I'm sure the solution is not as hard as I'm making it out to be. It's called whoosh for a reason. What my logic at the moment is we need to propel ourselves in a certain pathway so we can get up top to get hold of these connectors. I was thinking of just piling the blocks on top of one another and just climbing it up, but I don't think that's going to work. Unless we just put them on here and we get them to fly. Oh! Oh! Oh, right. Oh, okay. I didn't. Oh, excuse me. Caught me short by tiredness and stupidity, but I didn't think I could do that. Right, okay. So that does that, which means we can now detach this fan. Right, okay, so. Why would that be important? Because we can drop that fan. Hang on, I've got an idea. Let's pick up that fan, let that drop to the ground. Alright, what I want to do is pick that fan up and let that drop to the ground. Just move that block out of the way. Right, I'm going to try and hop this place up. It's probably not going to work, but we're going to give it... basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to propel myself across and see if this works. Because now the fan's not there. I'm wondering if we do that, we blast our way across there, and then those fans will jump us up in the air and we can get across them. Let's see if it works. Really? Nope. Okay, that logic went out the window. Damn. Right, so that plan's not going to work then. Right, I'm obviously thinking too narrowly here. But we need this fan. This fan's important, so I'm going to drop it off over here for now. Right, okay. So now we can undo this. So we need to break that one now. That's what we need to do. Question is how? How do we break that one? That's a good question. How do we break this one? We just put the block on the ground like that? No, that's not going to work, is it? Just gonna pile stuff up. Just pile it up and block it that way. Just pile it up and block it that way. Pile it up and block it that way. Darn it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. It's not working. Oh, hang on. Maybe we can go like that. No. Oh, no, that's not gonna work, is it? No, I'm thinking weirdly. Right, let's drop that on the floor then. Let's just take that off for a second. Because the problem is... Right, let's see what happens if I've gone this then. Right, oh right, okay. So that does that. Right, so that fan's a pretty powerful fan then. Right, so let's just have a play then. Whoa, 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 blimey. So that, yeah, because that's where we need to get... Well, that's where the sigil is, really. So all we need to do is switch that one off and we're done. Oh, right. Oh, okay. So it's just working out how to do it, then. Right, so what happens then if we pick this up and just go... Whoa! Boomf! Not a lot. I don't really see the point in these fans. Right, okay. Whoa! It just smashes it over there. That's insane. That is funny. That is very funny. Alright. Can I do that again with another one? See what happens. Whee! Oh my god! No, nothing much. Just smacks it out of the way. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Ah! Crikey. It's very funny. Ah! Bloody thing. Right, let's turn this fan off. I don't know what's... Oh, I don't know. That is funny. Right, okay. Because I bet that blasts us across as well. No, that was just, like, really pathetic. I don't know why it's pathetic. I don't get it, but whatever. Right, okay. So... Oh, there's a thing over there. There's a thing over there. I don't know if that's to get the... I can't reach the ladder either. Man, this is a complicated puzzle. They're only going to get worse, aren't they? Oh man, this is probably boring the hell out of you guys and girls. I'm very, very sorry if it is. Oh man, I am stuck. We just got to deactivate that one, but I have no idea how I'm going to do this one. Is there anything... Whoa, 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 blimey. Is there any way we can get over the wall? I mean, is there any point to getting over the wall? Can we drop like a fan? Like drop the fan... Ah! Oh. I was just sort of thinking, well, if we take the fan, we can, like, drop it above it. No, it doesn't work like that. I just thought, ah, it might, you know, but no, apparently not. Okie dokes. Let's just go up there and try and... No. Oh! Oh, I've got it! Oh, that's... Oh, I see. I see. I know what we've got to do. I gotcha. Right. I gotcha. Where's that? Where's that other fan? There's a fan around here I need. I should have 3 fans. Where's my 3rd fan? Fan, where have you got? I got it. Where's my 3rd fan? Oh, there it is. Perfect! I got it. I know what we've got to do. I don't think this is the actual solution to the puzzle, but this is the one I'm going for. Because what we can do is do that. Put that on there. Oh, so close! I think that's what we've got to do. That's the solution I'm going for. No! It might be that block, the other one that we've got. Where's that other block gone? There's another block around here, isn't there? Yeah, I think that one might help us... It might help us just hit us where we need to be hit. So, in other words, if I drop that here, that might give us what we need. Right, okay, I think that's just like acting like a safeguard, like a stop guard. Right, it's a balmy solution, but I'm giving it a go. Right, oh, I've got to pick it up first. Right, pick it up. Go on it, pick it. Yes! Look at that! Boo shakalaka! Look at that! Woo! Unorthodox problem solving, Neo Rambler 1, puzzle game, orthodox, common sense 0. Brilliant. Loved it. Love it. Now I know we can get the star, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to take that as a victory. Ooh, there's a few QR codes here I've missed. How am I expected to solve these problems when my existence is so limited? I have no idea, Max. You just roll with it like I am at the moment. The only meaningful purpose is to bring about an end of purpose. That's basically what Seymour says in Final Fantasy X. Destroy everything! That is my purpose. To end the purpose of others. Nah, that's rubbish. I figured it out. Now what? I don't know. Wolf, maybe. Either way, we've done it! Hooray! That was a tricky one, but I enjoyed that, and I think my solution is probably the right one. I don't know, but apparently I've had one unorthodox solution so far, so if that is another one, let me know. But I'm going to end the video here, and in the next one we'll solve the final red one here, and we'll take it from there. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching if you have done. Please take it easy, have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if I've missed anything or forgotten anything about you guys I've mentioned, please put it back in the comments, and I will try to remember for next video. So keep nagging me. I know it can probably get a bit tiring. Just keep doing it. The more you do it, the more eventually I will get off my lazy butt and respond. But until then, take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you in the next video.